Hello A&P students, this is Mr. Becker here to talk about the structures found in the cranial cavity. Most of these are on the floor of the cranial cavity. The first of these that we have is their structures found on the ethmoid bone, shown here in yellow. The first is we have these tiny little holes that are going to form the cribriform plate through which the axons of our first cranial nerve, our olfactory nerve, are going to pass. Sitting in the center, if I tilt it forward a little bit, you can kind of see it. It's this shark fin looking structure called the crista galli. It serves as a site of attachment for the meninges. We can take a look and see the top-down view of the sphenoid bone from this point. And if we take a look at this, we can see the wings of the sphenoid bone. So we can see the lesser wings of the sphenoid bone up here. And then down here, we can see the greater wings of the sphenoid bone. So located on either side of this upper level of the sphenoid bone, this opening here and this opening here, using my pipe cleaner, you can see I can stick it through. These are the optic canals coming from the inside. And then if I tilt the sphenoid bone forward a little bit, we can see under these little processes here, this is the opening of the superior orbital fissure. Located directly below the superior orbital fissure, right here, is the foramen rotundum. And then directly behind the foramen rotundum is the foramen ovale, right there, and then the foramen spinosum. And then tilting the skull forward just a little bit to make it easier to see, you can see the opening of the foramen lacerum. You can see here, stick my pipe cleaner into that. So we have three that are easy to go through. The foramen rotundum goes forward and doesn't go through the plastic on these particular ones. So you have to kind of imagine its location. We can also see the exit point of the carotid canal, located just behind the foramen lacerum. Sitting in between all of these foramina is this little seat-looking structure right here, and I use that term very purposely. This is the sella turcica, which means Turkish saddle. The pituitary gland is going to sit in that structure. On either side of the bony portion of the temporal bone here, right here, and right here is the opening of the internal acoustic meatus. And directly below that, you can see the opening on this side right here of the jugular foramen. Right here, next to it, on either side, is the opening of the hypoglossal canal. And you can see that it sits directly above the foramen magnum, right here. These are the structures that we find inside of the cranial cavity.